Once, there was a small forgotten village surrounded by thick forests where mist always hung in the air, and even during daylight it felt like evening. People rarely spoke about the old mansion that stood deep in the woods, but every child grew up hearing warnings never to go near it. They said the house was alive, that it whispered at night and fed on those who dared to enter. The last family who lived there vanished without a trace decades ago, and ever since then the villagers would sometimes see a faint light flickering through the broken windows on stormy nights. One cold evening, a young man named Rehan, known for his curiosity and love for urban legends, decided to explore the place. His friend Sana tried to stop him, telling him about her uncle who once claimed to have seen a woman in white standing at the gate of that mansion. But Rehan laughed it off, saying ghosts don't exist. With a torch in hand and his phone for recording, he left around sunset, determined to prove everyone wrong. The deeper he walked into the woods, the quieter it became. Even the crickets fell silent as if holding their breath. After nearly an hour, he saw the mansion emerge through the fog. Tall, ancient, with vines crawling up its walls and windows like dark eyes staring back at him. The gate creaked open on its own when he touched it, and a gust of wind blew past as if welcoming him. Inside, the air was heavy, thick with dust and a faint smell of something burnt. The hall was enormous, filled with broken furniture and shattered chandeliers. His flashlight flickered as he walked, and in one corner he noticed a family portrait still hanging. Though half burned, it showed a man, a woman, and a little girl holding a red ball. Their faces were faded, except the girl's eyes, which looked disturbingly real. He felt uneasy, but continued deeper, whispering to his camera that maybe this place wasn't as scary as people said. Then he heard a faint tapping sound, rhythmic, coming from upstairs, thinking it might be wind. He ignored it until it grew louder, like footsteps. He called out, asking if anyone was there, but only the echo replied. When he climbed the stairs, each step groaned under his feet. At the top, he found a long corridor lined with doors, one of them slightly open. Behind it came a soft humming sound, a tune almost like a lullaby. He hesitated, but curiosity pulled him in. Inside was a child's room frozen in time. Toys scattered on the floor, a small bed neatly made, and in the corner a red ball rolling slowly by itself. Stopping right at his feet, he bent down to pick it up. But when he looked up again, a small figure stood near the window, the outline of a girl with long hair wearing a white dress. She turned her head slightly, but her face was hidden in shadow. He whispered hello, but she didn't move. When he blinked, she vanished, leaving behind only the faint sound of giggling that echoed through the hall. Panicking, he ran out and stumbled into another room that looked like a study filled with books and candles long melted to their bases. On the desk lay a diary covered in dust. He opened it and found entries written in a hurried scrawl. One read, "She won't stop singing the lullaby even after the fire. She wants her toy back. She wants us to stay." Another said, "If anyone finds this, never let her follow you out." Rehan felt his heart racing. Suddenly the door slammed shut behind him, his torch went out, and the room went pitch black. He used his phone, light, and saw words appearing on the wall as if written by invisible hands. They spelled, "You came for proof. Now you will believe." The air turned freezing, and his breath came out in mist. From the corner he heard the sound of small feet walking slowly toward him. The humming returned louder now. He aimed his phone light and saw the girl standing there holding the red ball. Her eyes were glowing faint yellow, her mouth twisted into an unnatural smile. He screamed and dropped his phone. The screen cracked but kept recording. She whispered something he couldn't understand, and the walls began to shake. Books flew from shelves. The floorboards creaked as if the house itself was angry. Rehan ran out of the room and down the stairs, but the hallway seemed endless. Every door led to the same corridor again and again until he realized the mansion was changing its shape, trapping him. Inside, he could hear voices now whispering his name, some crying, some laughing, and above all the little girl's voice saying, "Stay with me forever." Desperate, he broke a window and jumped out, landing hard on the ground. His leg hurt, but he didn't stop. He ran through the forest without looking back until he reached the main road. He collapsed there, exhausted, as a truck driver stopped and helped him to the nearest police station. When the officers went back with him the next morning, there was nothing but an empty field, no mansion, no ruins, not even a path leading into the woods. They thought he was hallucinating until he showed them his phone. In the video, they could see the inside of the house exactly as he described. But halfway through the clip, the camera turned on its own and recorded Rehan sleeping in his bed at home, filmed from the corner of his room. Though he lived alone, his face, pale, breathing, shallow, and in the background faintly the same lullaby played. The police couldn't explain it. Rehan deleted the video, but that night the humming returned, coming from under his bed. When he looked down, the red ball rolled out slowly, glowing faintly. He threw it away and ran outside. But when he reached the gate, the ball was already there waiting for him. Every night after that, he saw the same dream of the little girl standing at his window asking him to play. After weeks of sleepless nights, he went missing. His house found empty with only his phone left, recording a blank wall and a single sentence appearing in faint handwriting across it saying, "He stayed with me forever. No one ever saw him again." But villagers say, when the fog rolls down from the forest and the wind carries a faint humming tune, you can see a boy and a girl playing with a red ball near the trees, laughing softly, forever trapped between the world of the living and the forgotten. And every time someone new hears the song, another candle lights up deep in the woods, waiting for its next guest.